This is a message to all my supporters of this podcast. I'm introducing a new supporters program. You can contribute a small amount as a one-off payment to show your love for this podcast. Thank you in advance for all your contributions. Hi everyone, before we go into the podcast, I just want to share with you that I am now taking on new coaching clients at the moment. So if you're interested in being a coachee of mine, then please do go to absolutebusinessmindset.com, go down to the bottom onto the contact us bit and put in your name and put in that you want to be coached, and I will reach out to you and we can arrange it. You can be globally or you can be UK based. I will do my best to be able to deliver a great service to you wherever you are based. Thank you very much, guys. Speak to you soon. Hi, this is Mark Howard from the Absolute Business Mindset podcast and YouTube channel. So today I'm going to talk about three business books that have been important to me over the last few years. And they sort of talk about my journey and what I think is important, and they've really had an impact on me, so I wanted to share them with you because I think this is something that everyone should be reading and enjoying. So the first one is Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, a very old book, but super relevant, super important for people to read and understand. It gives you ideas about building relationships and building wealth and understanding assets versus that things that depreciate. Really important business book, thinking about how to grow your wealth and the idea to be rich, which is not a bad word. A lot of people think it is, but it's not. To add wealth and add assets and be successful is a positive thing that you should be looking to do. Second one is Shoe Dog, which is by Phil Knight, and that is the guy who did Nike. And I love this book. It's talking about his whole of his life and talking about building up a business and some of the things he overstretched himself. He had a lot of stock that he purchased and was able to sell successfully, and it just gives you a really good insight into being an entrepreneur and being able to build up a business from the ground up, organically growing rather than sort of VC money and trying to accelerate growth too fast. He built everything organically, and he never overstretched himself on the resources that he had. So I really love that book. I think it's super important that every entrepreneur listens to that book and builds up their understanding of how to grow a business. And equally at the end, where he sold it or put it on the stock exchange, and the sort of the bounty of money that came from it, but equally in a way his loss as well from doing that and losing control and having a board rather than him and his partners making the decision. So a real strong, interesting book for an entrepreneur. And the last one is The $1 Trillion Coach. Now this is the coach, I can't remember who the author is, but the coach who helped Google and Apple. And I just love this because I love coaching. I love hearing about people, how they help. And this was really proper corporate coaching. He worked with the teams a lot and was on the ground a lot. And he came from a sport background, but he went into business. And for me, it's a really interesting way of being able to coach people and develop people and build people up. And it's just such a lovely book of someone who's so passionate about coaching people and making them successful, not for his own end, although I'm sure he was paid handsomely for doing it, but really wanting to help people in an altruistic way of making their business better. So there's three books that I haven't talked about before on my podcast that I think every business owner, entrepreneur, career person should read and will get something from it. So thank you very much for your time, and I will speak to you soon. One more thing before you go. I just want to share with you something that's going to be happening on Saturday, the 11th of July at 7:30 p.m. UK time. It's basically, I'm going to create a secret club. So if you're listening to this, it means you've listened to the whole of the podcast, and you're going to be part of this secret club where we're going to have a get together on Zoom, and hopefully being at 7:30 in the evening, I can catch UK people and US people as well, and Europe as well. So we're going to get together and we're going to have a conversation about the podcast and talk about the things that are good, things that are bad, things you'd like to improve, and just have a general discussion about it. Equally, if I can help you with some coaching questions that you might have, then please do bring them along as well. If you're interested in property, I can share my experiences that I've had with property as well, and hopefully those things will be able to help you. So what I want you to do is go on to the website, which is absolutebusinessmindset.com. Go to the bottom where it says contact us, register your interest. There's a few details you need to fill in, and then I will send a Zoom invite over to you, and we can get together. So it's Saturday the 11th of July at 7:30 p.m. and you're able to have a chat with me, have an individual chat with me. Hopefully there'll be a few of you online, and we can answer all your questions, and you can share your thoughts on the podcast.